right, guys, we're looking at 1.4. We have one vocabulary of the day, and that is solution. The definition of solution. If the mathematical expression is true, it is a solution. So if we're given a value and we substitute that in and it becomes a true statement, that means it is a solution. If we substitute it in and we get a false statement, that means it is not a solution. So moving on here, we are in 1.4. It starts on page 21 and ends on page 26 in your book. We're talking about writing equations and inequalities, and our one goal is to translate words into equations and inequalities. We worked with expressions. Today we have to work with equations and inequalities. This key concept on page 21, get your sticky note out, mark this page. You're going to refer to it throughout this lesson and as you prepare for a unit test. It is the words, these associated words over here, that are really going to help you on today's assignment. So keep page 21 handy as we move through today's lesson. Example 1 on page 12. Okay, if you take a look, it says write an equation or an inequality that is a quotient of the number p and 12 and is at least 30. I'm going to go back here and look for the words is at least. And here is my is at least, and the sign is greater than or equal to. So I know immediately it is an inequality. Greater than or equal to is the sign I have to use. And it says the quotient of a number p, quotient means to divide, so I'm dividing p by 12, is at least 30. So this is my inequality. P divided by 12 is at least 30. And we're going to double check here just to be sure I'm on the right track. It is late in the day and I do make mistakes. So moving to the next examples. These are examples 2 and 3. It's on page 22, and it brings into play here our key term, which is a solution. What they have given you is an equation and then the solution. This number at the end here is what they think is the possible solution, and we have to prove whether it is true or not. So problem number 2 says 9 minus x equals 4. 9 minus, I put in this value, which is 5, equals 4. 9 minus 5 is 4. We end up with a true statement, and I said earlier a true statement means solution. So that one does work. It is a true statement. Problem number 3, b plus 5 is less than 15. The value that we're substituting in to test is 7. 7 plus 5 is less than 15. 12 is less than 15. Again, this is a true statement. So our final answer is solution. Just going to double check here, make sure we're on the right track. Okay, and problem number 4 now we're going to take a look at. Problem number 4 says 2n plus 3 is greater than or equal to 21. 2 times 9 plus 3 is greater than or equal to 21. 18 plus 3 greater than or equal to 21. 21 is greater than or equal to 21. Now this symbol throws some people off. You have to think, does it fulfill the requirement of either of these? Greater than or equal to? And the answer is yes. 21 is equal to 21. So the answer here would be solution. I have cut and pasted an example up here that I want to show you so you can see what not a solution looks like. We have 9 plus 4y equals 17, and our value to check is 1. So we have 9 plus 4 times 1 equals 17. 9 plus 4 equals 17. 13 equals 17. This is not true, so our answer is not a solution. So as you're showing your work, I need to see these steps where you substituted in, and I need your final answer as being solution or not a solution. So if we move on here, I think we might have a little bit more to work on. We have some problems using mental math, and I think you're going to find these pretty easy. How can you figure out the answer? M plus 6 equals 11. What's going to be my value of m? I think we can all figure out real quick the answer is 5. The same with problem number 6. 5 times what gives me 40? Very quickly, 5 times 8 is 40. Number 7 is where you're going to struggle. R divided by 4 equals 10. What number divided by 4 gives you 10? Not 10 divided by 4, but what number divided by 4 gives you 10? And the answer is 40. So in our wrap up real quick, 3 less than twice a number n is 12. 3 less than twice a number n. Twice a number n would be 2 times n. 3 less, we're going to subtract. Is means equals and 12. Problem number 2. The product of 5 and a number k is no more than 30. The product of 5 and a number k is no more than 30. So if we take a look, product of 5 and k is no more than, is less than or equal to 30. So that wraps up lesson 1.4. Please come to class Monday prepared to do some problems with little to no instruction from me. All right, guys, have a great weekend. Thank you very much for tuning in.